up, y'all? It's Phil, and it's time for a DIY. So this is one of the most requested videos that I get. Everybody wants to know how to make these floating shelves. They're really popular. And also, one of the reasons I want to make this video is because I see a lot of people asking right now, hey, what's some quick projects that I can knock out, that I can make money doing, and something I can learn some cool new techniques? Well, these are pretty awesome. They go pretty quick, the measurements and math are pretty easy, and people really like them. Here in Nashville, I sell a ton of these, and I see a bunch of beginner woodworkers that are just batching these guys out. However, not to burst your beginner bubble, but I will say, quality matters. In all woodworking, but especially when you're beginning and when you're first learning how to do these things. So don't go get some, regular BCX pine plywood and a piece of common board, nail it on the front, call it rustic, and you're done. It will twist, it will bind, and it will cause gaps, and your customer is not going to be happy, and it might be 2 years down the road, but that's something you want to avoid. So getting good lumber is going to be the way to go, even getting good plywood if you choose to use that instead. Now, one main difference you may see in my video is that I'm going to be using poplar. Now, poplar's pretty awesome. It's my favorite hardwood. It is a very soft hardwood, so it's really easy to work, but it has much less knots and stuff like that. I will say, though, the biggest thing is I can get poplar right now cheaper than I can get big box store pine. With the way the tariffs are and the fact that the whole world shut down for a minute and now America is still shut down because we're America, factories are not able to produce the way that they were. And so, like, my local sawmill is getting their stuff from different places that are less affected and were able to continue doing the work or have been able to keep up. The factories in Canada and Switzerland that are shipping to the big box stores here in America didn't keep up with the demand initially. And so now we're having shortages, we're having a lot of issues, and it's crappy lumber. But right now, it's crappy lumber that's more expensive than nice lumber. So if you were ever considering making the transition to finding your local sawmill, but you just couldn't afford the poplar, you just couldn't afford the oak, it was just a little too expensive, guess what? Now that pine costs 4 times what it did 9 months ago, maybe it's the time to make that upgrade to poplar, find your local sawmill, support local business in your area, and learn a little bit of woodworking using much better woods. You'll appreciate it, your woodworking will reflect it, and I think you'll enjoy it. Now, I'm going to be making 3 box beams for this video. They're going to be 36 inches long, they're going to be 3 inches tall, and they're going to be 9 inches wide. I'm going to be using poplar for everything. I would suggest that you do the same, but if you want to use plywood for the top, bottom, and frame, you can do that as well, and just have a nice board that goes across the front that's going to hide all the end grains. If you're going to be using select pine, go ahead and do that. It's going to be way more expensive, like I said earlier. And if you're going to be using common boards, just get the absolute straightest ones that you can find, put them in your shop for about a month or 2, and take back all the ones that bend, cup, twist, snap, and break. Go get more, let them acclimate, and eventually at some point you'll finally have enough usable lumber that you can do this project. So jumping down off my soapbox, I want y'all to go grab your materials and let's get started. That's it, y'all. It's that simple. I really enjoy this project because it is super easy for beginners, but it's also pretty challenging, so you can learn a couple different things. Also, you don't have to follow my method exactly. You can always change some things up a little bit. For example, if you wanted to use biscuits to align all of the boards, I would highly recommend that, but that's another tool that some people don't necessarily have. You can also change up the size and the width of these pieces by making them thicker or making them longer or making them a little bit wider. Just make sure that your shelf is big enough to support that extra weight and that you find your studs in the wall when you go to install them. If you end up making these shelves for yourself or somebody else, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. I am at PMK Woodworking on Instagram. You can find me there and definitely share your projects with me. I want to see them, especially if you use my method to do it. I also have my professional woodworking page, facebook.com/pmkwoodworking. You can see some of the stuff I'm doing there as well. Feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions. Hit me up in the comments below, shoot me an email, or once again, send me a DM on Instagram, which a lot of you guys do. So please enjoy this process. Please enjoy woodworking. Please enjoy making the stuff that you choose to make. It's awesome, it's fun, it's rewarding, and you can always challenge yourself. No matter how long you've been doing woodworking, there's always something new to learn. Also, enjoy these beauty shots right here. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you next time.